What's up, guys? I wanted to make a quick video here just kind of stating, you know, this is what you really need to look out for whenever you try to at least challenge me in Street Fighter matches. Now, I'm not trying to start any sort of drama of any sort, but I am just dumbfounded at this Skype message I got today. The Skype message actually is from Acid Glow. Now, he's a YouTube partner, and he checked out some of my videos at one point, and he enjoyed and said nice fighting game vids or something. And I looked at his channel. I didn't even know he was a partner. And I went ahead and I thought, hey, since this guy's a YouTube partner, maybe he'd like to do some matches sometime. If he actually took the time to check out, my videos, then I figured, maybe I could, help. I wouldn't say help the guy out. He's got a YouTube partnership. But anyway, I said, hey, dude, you want to do some Street Fighter matches sometime? He said, sure, as long as you just message me on Skype, which was fine. I have a Skype account. So I ended up doing that. Then afterwards, I ended up, telling him, at one point he's like, yeah, let's play some Street Fighter. And I was actually busy at the time, I mean, I've been busy. You guys all know. I have been busy, very busy recently helping my grandma. And, with finals and everything, that's a pretty big deal. It's a little bit more important on my mind than playing something like Street Fighter. Okay? Not to mention, he wanted to do net play and all of this other stuff, and I really didn't want to do net play. I've never done it, I don't know anything about it, and I don't like playing on emulators. I like playing on the real thing or something that's remotely close to a real controller, like if we were playing something like on Xbox or PlayStation or whatever, which is another thing I wanted to mention. In an earlier Skype message, the one that I'm talking about, I mentioned to him, well, why don't we just play it on PlayStation or something? I said, I do have it on Xbox, I just don't have a subscription. I tell everybody this all the time, that I don't have a subscription to Xbox Live. I don't feel the need to pay for my online service when I don't have the internet at home. Most of you probably know this by now, but this is not my house that I'm at. This is at my grandma's house, and I've been over here quite a bit recently helping her. And, that's one of the big things about this whole mess, is this guy must think that I have internet all the time, and if he's watched any of my videos, he would know that that's not the case. Which, fair enough if he doesn't know about it. But then I got this message. I was away from my computer. I got up at like 9 o'clock today. I got to sleep in because I had no school because I finished finals yesterday. So I went up and I don't know, I did a few things, got up, got dressed, made some lunch about 11 something, and while I was cooking that, I was also eating and doing a few other things I had to do running around. I come back and see that there's a Skype message here that you are reading, and you probably all read it already right now. But it says, so I think it's time we actually played some Street Fighter: P. And I'm like, oh, okay, And I didn't even know that he'd messaged me. So I come back and I say, well, okay, And the guy never messaged me back until, like you see here, 12:30. And I'm sitting here online. He's lucky he caught me at my computer. I was still here online, and I was watching a YouTube video, and I was like, oh, he messaged me back. He said, that's if you're up to it. And I'm like, okay, I'll finish watching this video, and then I'll maybe discuss some times. Well, you know how YouTube videos are. They can tend to last between 10 and 15 minutes. So I was watching a pretty long YouTube video. And I was just sitting there watching it, and then all of a sudden I got this next message. I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll get to him in a second. As soon as I open that up, it says, well, if you're not serious about it, then this is a waste of time. Maybe I invited the wrong person. Now, that really got to me. I don't understand what's such a big deal about playing Street Fighter matches. So I ended up writing to him, okay, I didn't understand why the guy was like, it almost seemed like he was raging because I wasn't going to play with him, and it wasn't that I didn't want to play with him. I just, like I said, look at the time gaps between these messages. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's like this one's nearly an hour later. That's if you're up for it. Okay, I could have been gone. I could have been waiting here, and I was actually waiting here for about 15 minutes after I'd messaged that. I thought, okay, well, now that I messaged him back, maybe he'll know that I'm at my computer now. You know, it's not like I waited 6 hours to respond to you, dude. If you're watching this, which, you know, chances are after having this conversation, you're probably going to view it. Like I said, I don't mean any harsh words behind this or any drama whatsoever. I'm not down with that. You know, this isn't high school, this is YouTube. Okay? But what I'm basically making the point of, not to attack him, but I'm basically stating you don't sit there and call somebody out for not being at their computer and getting all upset over nothing virtually. So I end up reading this message and I write, okay, dude, I have a life outside of video games. I hope you know that. If you honestly want me to play Street Fighter online, I would prefer that you would play me on Street Fighter 4. I'd rather not net play on an emulator because this will not show off any full potential for myself. Then I decided to basically just go off on this guy because after reading this message, it basically just tried to slap me in the face by saying, "Well, I'm a YouTube partner, and this should be an honor that you're playing with me." For one, I offered to play with him, so don't get that twisted. I offered to play with him, saying, "Okay, you know, maybe this could help the both of us. Maybe he'll gain some new fans, I'll gain some new fans." But no. What did it end up going to be? It ended up being that if I'm not serious about this, if you want to know serious, have you ever seen the comments I've left to people who tell me that I suck and then I tell them to come challenge me if the game is playable online to where they can challenge me? I have no problem with accepting a challenge from someone. Even if I'm going to get totally destroyed, I will still play you. Even if I know I'm going to lose, I don't mind playing. If I get beat, whoop-de-doo. I'm a low-end guy on YouTube, but with your YouTube partnership, you think it's some honor for me to play with you, and that it's some big deal why I'm not playing matches with you. This is, like I said before, again, I'm going to keep reiterating this. This is a message to everybody. This is not just a message directed towards this guy, though I'm using him as an example because I've never had this happen, and I'd rather not have it happen again. This is ridiculous. So, anyway, I write off to him, not to mention, why are you treating this like it's serious business? It's Street Fighter matches. I've been very busy taking care of my sick grandma and working on finals for college, which obviously I have. Today's my first day off. It then goes into saying I have more important things to worry about than some Street Fighter matches, which is true. For the past 3 or 4 months, you know I haven't been recording. Everybody knows I haven't been recording. I've been so busy taking care of my grandma and trying to work on school stuff. It's been kind of busy. Now, if you're seeing this in the future, you know, you may shoot me a line and say, hey, you want to play some Street Fighter? If I'm online, you know, chances are I'll try and play you if I'm online. Just because I leave a computer online doesn't mean that I'm online. You also see that these things are spinning that the messages did not receive. I'm not entirely sure about that. I actually didn't pay any attention. I was writing this to him. I assume these are saying that you're not receiving simply because he then, after I wrote these messages, obviously he removed me from his contacts list. Which is perfectly fine. I don't need somebody thinking I need a privilege, you know, that I need some sort of extra gain, and that guy is my reliability, and if I don't do it, well, have fun being a non-YouTube partner. I could care less, dude. I seriously could care less. If you're trying to call me out with this whole Skype thing, then be my guest. You are invited the wrong person. Oh, so with a YouTube partnership, now it's all of a sudden an honor to work with you? Please. And then I wrote 3 dots, and then he took me off his contacts list. And that is the truth. That is directly right there. This is ridiculous. I shouldn't have to abide by someone else's rules. You know, I've played with plenty of people online, and I've never had this bad of somebody who's thinking it's an honor to play with them. I don't even tell people that. Whatever, dude. You can do what you want. This is not attacking you. This is only to state for people in the future asking me about stuff like this. this kind of nonsense shouldn't even be happening. That's all I've got to say. So leave it at that.